Let's see what minute mark that was. That will probably have. I'm thinking it's been recording myself, so I think it should be able to hear me. But just we'll backtrack really quick. Duel Day was this past Saturday. Don't want to do the intro over again, but just in case people didn't hear me. Duel Day was this past Saturday. We had 10 participants. People like Marcus and Lucas were new returning champ. Eli was back for the first time in years. Patrick, myself, Byron, Spencer, Cedric, Justin, a whole bunch of people. We had 10 total people. First event was the free-for-all event. And you've seen the rules on there. You've seen how it is. I just want to show how crazy a free-for-all will look. Like, look at this. This is on the YouTube. This is the official. This was Duel Day right here. That 7 hours wasn't even most of it. That's just when we cut it off at part 2. Look at that. Let me see if I can also maximize it. See, that's a huge table. You got 10 duelists there at the same time. They're not dueling like just across. They're all dueling each other. We're all dueling each other at one time. Just look at that picture right there. Imagine having 10 people at a table going at it to survive and win. So make sure you go on the YouTube, check that out. I do have, with the camera I used, it was a new camera. It was split it up into every 4 hours, which is really cool. That is saved. So then I think I have like the last thing of the singles that was recorded. So I'll probably put that on YouTube later this week. But free for all, whoever has the most life points at the end wins when someone hits 0. And the winner of the free for all match was Cedric Ware. He won the free for all actually back in, pulling up the thing right here, in 2022. So just 3 years ago he won it. So he won it again. Now he's a 2-time free for all champ, tied for the second most free for alls with the captain Byron Mitchell and one behind myself. And like I said earlier, we're actually going to update these live. So that's going to be really cool. So we're actually going to do that right now. So as we go through each event, we're going to update on here, and we're going to update their card. So Cedric, 2025, Cedric Ware. So let's go to Cedric's Duelist card. Free for all championships. Give him that 2. And then, I just had the thing up. One moment. Oop. So then if you go to the free for all, spoilers down here. Free for all, Cedric was the winner. Justin came in second place. Spencer third, myself fourth, Marcus fifth, Patrick sixth, Byron 7th, Mitchell 8th, Lucas 9th, and last place was Eli because he did die. So those are some of the life point things right there. And Cedric with free for alls. 1 Gem Knight deck. If you listen to the L7 Duel Day preview, excuse me, I did say Cedric was my pick to win free for alls. I said with the stuff that he has, with the Gem Knights, everyone's special summon, and you wait for the right time, do Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli. 500 for each special summon monster on the field is powerful. Powerful. And the Gem Knights, as I said on the preview, I mean, they got to 3rd in the NWACQ. So if they could do that there, they can definitely do some things at Duel Day. So congratulations to Cedric, new free-for-all champion. Gem Knights, Lady Lapis Lazuli. So in the free-for-all duel, I said Cedric was playing Gem Knights. I was playing my main deck, just tweaked a little bit more for big free-for-all. So this is what I do. I have my main deck that could play like a regular free-for-all with like a 3 or 4 or 1-on-1. But when it's mold over 4, I have to tweak a couple cards, take some things out for extra protection, things like that. Mitch was playing a variation of his Cyber Dragon deck in the free-for-all, but it was just a free-for-all version. Byron, the captain, was playing a branded deck for the free-for-all version. Lucas was playing like a Magician Girl, Berry Magician Girl type deck. Marcus was playing Blue Eyes White Dragon in the free-for-all deck. Spencer was playing Pendulums. Justin was playing Neos. Eli was playing Soul Absorption, Grand Manju, get a whole bunch of life points deck. There was a point where he had over like 14,000 life points, so he had to get hit first real hard. And then we go down. Like I said, Cedric was playing Gem Knights and Free For All, and Patrick was playing Utopia. Dialed back a little bit.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
That's awkward. Still using the new stuff, but it was still dialed down, not to what he was doing in tags and singles. So that was really cool. Tag teams, we get to that because it was 5 teams, and because it was double elimination. So it was if you lost before the finals, you still had a chance to make your way back to the winners bracket and go to the finals. But then when the finals happened, whoever won that final matchup won the event. So with the tag teams, that was the winners of the tag teams was myself and Spencer. Second place was Patrick and Lucas. Third place Cedric and Marcus. Fourth place Justin and Mitchell. And last place Byron and Eli. Unfortunately, Byron and Eli, they played me and Spencer first round. They got to like 10 quadrillion life points. But then once we were able to window those down, they were done. Also, Byron couldn't get off the ground. Spencer had no monsters to really do anything, but he had traps. He kept having the D barriers. Yeah, double D barrier. But the thing is, Spencer really didn't really do anything in the monster department. Where's this card at? It is Dimension Barrier, isn't it? Yeah, so like he was providing with the spells and traps just with the barrier. Okay, let's do this. Search. Dimensional. Yeah, we put dimensional. He played this on Byron twice, man. Did fusions. He was out. And then I was there with Drill Beam, all of that. There really isn't a chance on that regard. And then it got to a point where Eli tried to play Pot of Duality. He couldn't even reveal 3 cards because he only had 2 cards in his deck. So, that was tough. I do also, quickly before we keep talking about tags, want to go for the free-for-all too. It was just Cedric played it perfectly because I tried to take the monster so that I could burn the people and get the win. But Cedric had to negate in his graveyard. He played that perfectly. Just wanted to put that there. But back to the tags. Yep, so that was their first round matchups, and then they had to go down to the losers bracket and work their way back up. And then I believe, because Patrick and Lucas had a first round bye, so then it was Cedric and Marcus versus Justin and Mitchell. And then Cedric and Marcus beat Justin and Mitchell, so then Justin and Mitchell went down to the losers bracket and played against Byron and Eli. And then Cedric and Marcus played against Patrick and Lucas. So that once Byron and Eli were eliminated, it was between Justin and... because Patrick and Lucas beat Cedric and Marcus in the first round. So then Cedric and Marcus went down to the losers bracket. Then they played Justin and Mitchell. While Spencer and I played Patrick and Lucas the first time. And then we did beat them the first time. So that they went down to then play Marcus and Cedric again because they knocked out Justin and Mitchell. Then Patrick and Lucas beat Cedric and Marcus again. So then we met them in the finals. So then even though me and Spencer we hadn't lost at this point, it was the finals now. So if we would have lost, that would have been over. But then we were able to beat Patrick and Lucas again. They definitely had a very Loomis and Umbra thing. I mean, and this is Patrick. He's the greatest tag team player that in our current Duel Day history, he's won the event 5 times. Like, if you look at just any event in the history of our Duel Day currently, no one has won an event, any single event, more than Patrick has won the tag team championships. Because he won it in 2017. And then, just doing the live stuff. He won in 2017, 2020, 22, 23, 24. So in terms of any single one event with the most wins, Patrick has the most wins in one specific event. Because he has 5. No one is close to, I don't even think 4 of a single event. So Patrick has the most wins in one specific event right now in Duel Day history with 5. That is a lot. 5 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's about to be 9. 5 out of 9 years. So if you talk about, like, when LeBron was, like, going to the finals in the East, like, 8 whatever straight years, that means Patrick has won a tag team championship half of the time at Duel Day. And it probably was in close to the finals and whatnot in the times that he's lost. So, that's what that. In the tags, though, switching around, Lucas switched from his Barry Magician deck to the Blue Eyes deck. That's what he used in the tags in singles. And then Patrick was there still using his Utopia stuff. I mean, really, again, Spencer really didn't have... Oh, boy, that's tough. Okay. Filters. Super. I mean, in terms of that, I mean, the tag thing, once we were able to play Super Polymerization, really? And okay. Wind. There we go. And spear mode. Those were the keys to victory for the tag, and then going with the Primite Ether Barrel, going through all that stuff. I mean, Spencer, I think, for the people who also don't know, tag teams are random pairings. I already said in the preview, there was a long time ago we got to pick our partners, and Anya and Eli were brothers. They were picking each other, and we're like, now we need to mix it up, and so it's more diverse and it's more fun. But I think with just a personal thing, with teaming with a pendulum player, for future reference for anyone, you got to remember to keep the outer ones open, the outer spell and traps. I didn't realize that in the first game we played, because again, you're not thinking about that. But if you're playing with a pendulum player, you gotta whatchamacallit, you gotta leave those out because they can't pendulum summon without the outer thing. So that's a good thing to just know with that. So as we said, we're updating them live. That's what we are doing right now. So let's go to the website. We already updated Cedric's one, so we're going to go to Tag Team right here. 2025. Oh, I was doing full first. T. Array and Spencer Doak. And the very first tag team championship ever, 2017, was Patrick and Spencer. Spencer hasn't been a part of a winning team from that since 2017. So that was his first time going on that. And then the last was 2023 with Patrick. So now we are going to go update the duelist cards. Alright, so tag team right here, 3. And then go down to Spencer. Give him a 2. Boom. Yep, Spencer getting tag team championships. Alright. Go to the one-on-ones. Just slight changes in decks. Like I already said, Lucas was playing. He switched to the Blue Eyes. And then Cedric switched to the Dinosaurs. And then let us go to the notes. So, these were the round robin results from the one-on-ones. We did 4 things. Eli, unfortunately, had to leave. So everyone who randomly got matched with Eli, they got a win. And also, too, last year's Duel Day, this one still ended relatively late, but definitely was not the same as last year's one. This year we pretty much started on time. Besides Mitch and Eli still tinkering their decks a bit, but everyone was there on time. Everyone was ready to go. The free for all ended at an hour and 30 minutes. Like, it was nice. It was quick. It definitely flowed significantly smoother. I also took precautions. Like, I already had a tournament bracket already made. It's just you had to pick your team number. I already had a random thing of the round robin of singles going on because I didn't want to waste any time. 6 o'clock something, because it's an all-day event. We already ordered dinner. But that's the other thing, too. That Duel Day would have ended a lot shorter. I mean, because, again, everyone just got their time to eat, relax, still hang out. Because, obviously, it's a competition. Everyone's pretty competitive, and they want to win. But it's also a gathering of friends, hanging out, catching up, having a good time. So, like, that eating. So, we did have a break. So, that was, like, a 1 hour, hour and a half break where food came, everyone was eating, everyone was having a good time before we started the one-on-ones. If we didn't have that break, it would have ended significantly shorter. And also in the tag duels, there were some teams like really going at it in the tag duels that prolonged those ones. And there's nothing wrong with that. We love back and forth gameplay over here in this neck of the woods. So, yeah. So in the first round ones, Justin was playing Marcus. Cedric played me. Mitchell played Eli, which he got the bye. Lucas played Spencer. Patrick played Byron. Marcus beat Justin. I beat Cedric. Mitchell got his bye. Spencer beat Lucas. Patrick beat Byron. Round 2, it was myself versus Byron. Spencer versus Mitchell. Patrick versus Lucas. Justin versus Eli. So Justin got the bye. That Cedric beat Marcus. Patrick beat Lucas. Spencer beat Mitch. Round 3. Patrick beat Cedric. Lucas got his bye, went over Eli. Byron beat Marcus. I played Mitchell. I beat Mitchell, and Spencer beat Justin. And then Byron got his bye against Eli. Mitchell beat Patrick. I beat Justin. Spencer beat Cedric. And Lucas beat Marcus. It was actually kind of funny how the random thing went, because after the event, and I talked to Mitchell, looking at the random thing, it was actually me. Like, the people I played against, everyone who was a founder, EV, basically some of the biggest players in the L7C podcast, which is kind of funny. In that sense, one of the founders, anime expert Cedric, who does the college football and jumps on other stuff. Obviously, the captain and the leader of the L7C, Byron Mitchell, the EVP of the L7C, Justin Ackendale, head producer, all that, NFL, college football, hops and all that stuff. And then the very first podcast, the Dragon Ball podcast, which, by the way, 5-year anniversary episode this month. Be on the lookout for that. We're doing something special for that. And played Mitch, too, who was my college roommate freshman year. So that was very interesting. A lot of good games were played in the one-on-one. So then you look at the round robin thing. I went undefeated in that. Spencer went undefeated in his things. Patrick went 3-1. Byron went 2-2. Mitchell went 2-2. Lucas went 2-2. Cedric went 1-3. Justin went 1-3. Marcus went 1-3. Eli went 0-4. So that being said, it was already around like 11:40 at night when this ended. Since Spencer and I were 4-0, I was just like, hey, do you want to play? Nah. He was just like, nah, it's late. Let's just call it. And I was like, hey, that's fine. That's fine with me. I get it. Justin made the great comment, like, man, having the vessel to deal with the Duel Day, because, I mean, the people who do these tournaments all the time, they're playing 10-plus hours a day and stuff like that. And on the weekends, having these big events. So it is a real event. It is a real event. So So with that being said, me and Spencer, we just called it. So we're just going to be like one-on-one champs and all of that. So then let's update that. One-on-one champs. The first time since we called it like that. 2025. And T-Ray and Spencer Duck. And then there was a change in the one-on-one for me. I did change from the Dark Magician Blue Eyes deck to my Galaxy Eyes Photon deck. I was able to debut for the first of a duel day some of the new stuff that it's gotten over the year to show how it could get stuff a little bit more consistently. I know a card that really pissed the captain off, Byron Mitchell, if he's still listening, he knows. Tachyon Transmigration. This card's been out for so long. It's a really, it's probably, I think it may be the best counter trap. Besides maybe Red Reboot in terms of like that. But a long time ago, you just have to get lucky and hope you draw it with Galaxy Eyes, so then you just basically only run like one or stuff. Yeah, I'll show Galaxy 100 too. So Tachyon Transmigration, if you can control a Galaxy Eyes monster, if activate as Chain Link 2 or higher. So obviously Chain Link 2, if someone does something, they activate effect, that's Chain Link 1, then you do Chain Link 2. Negate the activations of your opponent's spell, trap cards, and monster effects active before this card in this chain. If you do, shuffle the negated cards on the field into the deck. So for people who don't know what that means, is that let's just say you are going tit for tat, chaining. They do Chain Link 1, you do Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3, Chain Link 4, Chain Link 5. You play this on Chain Link 6. It negates all of your opponent's cards in that same chain. And then the cards that are on the field go back into the deck. That is absolutely... If you have to watch the show on why it goes back in time thing for the reference... But that's why that card is so good. And then the real... Because you could potentially wait and negate 4 cards. And the other thing about it is that if you control Tachyon Dragon 107, you can activate it from your hand. So then it becomes a hand trap. So imagine you make Tachyon Dragon on your first turn, they're trying to beer you. You're just like, alright, quick play. I mean, not even quick play. Counter trap from your hand, Tachyon Transmigration. Being able to play a counter trap from your hand is bonkers. So that card put in some work. Byron brought up Galaxy 100. For people who've obviously seen me play, you are very familiar with Eternal Soul. Eternal Soul, Dark Magical Circle. Dark Magical Circle, if a Dark Magician is normal or special summon, you can banish a card on the field. Galaxy 100 is the Galaxy Eyes version of that, but better. So first part, when it's activated, you could send one Photon or Galaxy card from your deck to the graveyard. So you're going to send something from the Galaxy deck that if it gets sent to the grave, you can add something or it brings itself back. Cool. Here's the Dark Magical Circle version of it. If Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is special summoned to your field, it has to be special summoned. It can't be just normal summoned, which special summoning is what Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon does. You can look at your opponent's extra deck, so you're getting information on their extra deck, and you can apply one of these effects. Banish a monster from it, special summon one number monster to your field, or do nothing. Most of the time, unless you're playing like Monarchs who don't have extra decks and stuff, most people have extra decks. So this card right here is very good for getting rid of one of powerful cards in the extra deck. I know when I played Byron, I was always getting rid of his one of. When I played Mitch, you would snipe out the most important cards from the extra deck, especially if they're only running one of a copy. So if you're only running one Infinity, I'm getting rid of that Infinity. or stuff of that nature, or an SP Little Knight, things of that type of thing. And the fact that anytime you special summon, you're getting rid of something, it's absolutely crazy. So that was able to put in some work. Another cards, that put in work. Mitchell, he doesn't have all of them, but he was able to get some of the new Canine cards. It was his first time playing with those Canine cards in person in an event like this. So obviously there's thinking and all that because you don't have the memorized combo line. And also this duel day was a debut of Patrick being here because he actually played at locals a week before. He was able to debut all of the new Utopia stuff in person to the gang. Could get very oppressive, very strong if everything goes without a hitch. Obviously, this thing I did over here when I was playing a game, he was playing a game. I think he attacked Mitch for like 13,500, and that was it. Because this card can get very strong, helps the field. You can't target the other ones. You got to get rid of him first. So that was really, really cool. And that Spencer playing Pendulums, and this card right here for Spencer, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Did a lot of work for Spencer. If you don't have Spellcasters, you're almost SOL against him in that regard. Yeah, it's a lot. Byron was playing the U-Bells, which is a great deck. Because then Nightmare Pain, if you don't get rid of Nightmare Pain, you're going to die. You are going to die. Nightmare Pain has to go in terms of that. Justo was playing Neos. Nothing, man. Reviewing the tournament that I held, my annual tournament that I held at my house. Well, yeah. So Neos was doing that. Eli was still playing that. Cedric was playing that. So, got to update. Did we update that? Nope. So we got to update the singles tournament championships. Give that. Spencer gets his first one. Singles. And I get number 3. Alrighty. So that was it for that. Since me and Spencer, here you go, right here, just seeing these things. And here's some pictures too of some of the life points that, like, keeping track of 10 real cards. Keeping track of 10 people's life points in an event. It's absolutely crazy, but it's so much fun. Just seeing the feel like that. Again, check out the Duel Day tournament thing on there. Glad it's still there. And I have the single tournament on my iPad, so I'll probably update that later in the week. But just imagine, man, 10 people going at it. Again, watch previous Duel Days. Glad this one, maybe because of the new camera, was able to stay. So that was really cool in itself. But then you do the overall rankings. Me and Spencer won the tag duels, and we went undefeated in the singles. So this year's Duel Day champs, the second time ever co-champs. So it'll be a T1. T1 was myself and Spencer. Spencer he was joking the whole time. He's like, man, tags, you were really carrying us. Because, again, Spencer did not have shit during tags. It just was what it was. So that'd be 1A, 1B. So that'd be 2 out of the 4 of the top 4. Second place, because he won an event, was Cedric Ware. Or technically third, or however you want to see it. But in the top 4, Cedric. Which we will see how we did it that one time with Pyra. Last time we had... Yeah, so we just did 1, 3, 4. Yep, so that's what we'll just do this time. Which is fine. So we'll actually make that a 3. I mean, we do Nexus. We play on Nexus all the time. Yeah, on our Discord, we got people who play it's no official tournaments or nothing, but yeah, we're on Discord all the time. Hold on. L7C Discord. Yeah, we're in Discord all the time. All right, so those were pretty easy. Now the fourth spot. Let's look at it. Because we're doing these live for the first time. So we're going to do all these rankings together pretty much. I already have a consensus what I'm going to do in my head, but we're going to still talk about it. Alright, so free-for-all, let's see. So Justin finished second in the free-for-all. Finished fourth in tag. And then near the 10, 9, 8. So he wouldn't be in consideration of that fourth spot right now. So we're just going to go off free-for-all placing and then work our way down of people who didn't win. So then you go down to Marcus. Marcus finished right in the middle at 5, which is very respectable in your very first 10-person free-for-all. That's absolutely bonkers. Finishing anywhere above last on your first one is great. Marcus finished 5th there. 3rd there, so that's pretty good. And then 9th there. So it's like, maybe. You got Patrick, who was the current champ coming in, now former champ. He was 6th in the free-for-all. 2nd place in tag duel. And basically 2nd place in the single round robin. So, very, very strong. You have Byron, who finished 7th in the free-for-all. Last in the tag duel. And then right at 1, 2, 3, 4th in the one-on-one, so that is good. Mitchell also finished 8th in the free-for-all, 4th in the tag, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie, basically, there was like a tie, but we'll say 5th. 5th for in the one-on-one. Lucas finished 9th here. 2nd in the tag duel, so again, not finishing last and 2nd in the championship and something in your first one. It's really good. But then he finished 2-2. So that's pretty good in itself. And then Eli finished last in everything. So we know Eli will be last in this year's Duel Day event. And with the caveat, he just came and grabbed a deck, makeshift, all that. There was a miscommunication with his stuff. So he's actually he's a very, very good player. So in terms of that, Patrick came in 2nd in 2 out of the 3 events. He did come underneath the top 5 of that, but he came in 2nd in the tag and singles. So we're going to give that last... we're going to give that last spot to Patrick. So he finishes that 4th spot. Just kind of make sure. Did I put first and last names? Yep. Strong finish in finishing 2nd place, and 2 out of the top 3 things will typically get you in the top 4, more than likely. Just last year, I was 4th because I finished in 2nd place in all 3 events. I finished in 2nd place in free-for-all, which Byron won last year. I finished 2nd place in tag, where Patrick and Mitchell won last year. And I finished 2nd place in the one-on-ones, where Patrick won last year. So if you're trying to get into the top 4, finishing 2nd place in everything will get you in the top 4. At least 2 out of 3. Finishing, obviously winning an event. Winning an event will automatically put you in the top 4. But if you don't win an event, finishing in 2nd place or as close to it as possible in all the events, or 2 out of 3, is more than likely going to get you in 2nd place, just for future reference. So then, let us update some cards. Oh, no, let's not update. Should we update now? Yeah, let's update these right now. So that'd be 8 for Cedric. That'd be 2 for Patrick. That'd be 7. Spencer. That would be 3. All right. So then, Dual Day Championships, we're going to have to copy the way we did it with Patrick's to change it up just so it stays like that. So Spencer's, put it down here. Paste. One co-champ. Because I'm pretty sure that's the way it says it on Cedric's. Just want to make sure. Yep. Alright, so then I have to go to myself and update that. So we would do, well, we're going to switch that up because this is the first co-champ one. So then this would change here to 3 outright, 1 co-champ. How much space did I put between Patrick's one? Is there a space? Okay, there's a space. All right. So then let's go to the website. 2025. Martin, and Spencer Doak. So then let's copy that. Free for all. So tag team has been updated. Free for all is updated. 101's updated. Top 4. 2025. Top 4 finishes. Gotta bold that. How do we do it here? Just 1. Okay. 1. Oh, go back. Paste. Martin into right, Spencer do. And then we did. So then we did 3 like that. So that's what we're going to do. 3. Cedric Ware. 4. Patrick Carlson. All right. So that is fully topped. Congratulations to the top 4 of that. That is fully updated. Spencer Delk hasn't won anything since 2017. Comes in and is able to at least get a co-championship. First time being the overall champ in a way of Dual Day ever. So congrats to him. With myself, that'd be 4. 4 total. Which that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna I saw that. So we can put the 4 there and then 3 outright, 1 co-champ. So that's what we're gonna. That's how we're gonna update this. We're gonna do 1 co-champ there. Hey, thank you for following, man. Appreciate it. I love it. Love the support, man. Love the support. Okay. So then let's go down to Patrick's because then that would be 2. Yeah, we're going to make sure we edit that right. Yep, so it'll be 2. Andrew has 1 co-champ. Yep. Yeah, that's just better. When you get to 2, then yeah. So Patrick has 2, 1 co-champ, 1 outright. Cedric, 1 co-champ. 4 total. 3 outright, 1 co-champ. Oh, we'll put the 1. Yeah, I like the 1 there. So we'll just say 1 co-champ. And then 2. Spencer. 1 co-champ. Yes, sir. All right. Those are saved up. Top 3 finishes are updated because that's Patrick. 7 Patrick with 7 top 4 finishes. That's crazy. All right. So let's go to the other stuff. Now we got the top 4 out the way. We got to do everyone else. We know Eli's last. But now, let's look at some of the other stuff, shall we? Okay. So now let's do 5th place. Who will we put for 5th? We already got rid of these people, so you don't have to worry about them. Marcus finished 5th here. 3rd there. But he finished 1 and 3 here. However, this is the thing. Marcus has to be ahead of Justin because the one game that Marcus won was against Justin. Who was Justin's last? Who was Justin's win? Oh, Eli. So Marcus is ahead of Justin. Even though Justin finished 2nd place in the free-for-all, overall Marcus is ahead of him right now. Then we already got rid of Pat. So Byron finished 7th here and last here, but in the middle here. And then Byron has the... He beat Marcus. And he has the Eli thing. However, Marcus is ahead of him in 2 other events. Mitchell 8th there. Marcus' team's ahead of him. Yeah, I think 5th place is Marcus. Because Lucas 9 here. Wait. Hold on. Marcus finishing him ahead here. But Lucas was all the way down here. He was getting like... Oof. Lucas finished 9th here. 2nd place. So technically out of everyone left, he has one of the higher things. 2nd place here, but let's just be honest on that. And then he finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who did Lucas beat? That's what I'm saying. Lucas did. Yeah, that was for the love of the game. Lucas did beat Marcus at the end. But I do think with Marcus coming 5th here. Ooh, that's actually, hold on. He finished 4 spots above Lucas here, which is a big difference. 1 spot underneath Lucas. But Lucas has the victory over Marcus. Yeah, Lucas has the victory. I think Lucas has to be above Marcus now. I don't know if I could do... I don't think I could do tied because he beat Marcus in the end. He beat him. 1-on-1. Yeah, I think Lucas is 5th. He also has the highest placing of that. And it's the 1-on-1 thing. He beat him. He beat him. Yeah, that's the thing. He beat him head-to-head in the last game. So now we were talking about that game was for the love of the game. That game was to decide 5th place. So he does, but results are results. You beat him in the end, head-to-head. So you were basically playing for a play-in spot in the playoffs. Now with that though, I could go since they were battling for 5th, well that means I gotta give Marcus 6th. Because if we just said they were battling for 5th, then he has to be 6th. Alright. We already know Eli's last, so. Okay. So let's go back. Justin came 2nd place here, 4th place here. Basically, and then he got the one against Eli. So this is actually probably going to be between Justin and Mitchell. This is going to be between where the Justin and Mitchell seed. Mitchell, well, they both finished the same spot in the team. So I think actually Mitchell would be ranked ahead Justin, because Justin did. Side note, shout out to Justin, man. He's almost breaking this free-for-all glass ceiling. Like, first couple, he's gotten second and third, or I think second both times. He's been in the top 3 in free-for-alls in his 2 times being back. So, shout out to Aki. Finished first here. They were on the same team, tied here. Mitchell did better than Justin in the singles. And, I mean, Mitchell had the best singles. Well, I don't know if you want to say the best singles win, but he had a win against the former singles champ. So I think Mitchell would be 7th. And then 8th, Justin. 9th, Byron. And then 10th, Eli. Yeah, I think that's... I like doing these live. This is actually cool. This is really cool. So, yeah, that was... Yeah, that's really it on that. So, yeah. Yeah, definitely got to start doing these live. Doing these live. My first time doing it live, usually I just record it and then upload to YouTube. But I like doing this live. Maybe next time we're talking about like college. When Patrick said the eye test, I actually kind of liked that. Kind of reminded me of the college football playoff committee, and then we talked about the head-to-head. Maybe gotta have a small little. Once we get out of the top 4, top 4 is easy, but like doing the other stuff, that was actually fun. Went from top 2 to 9th. Pathetic. I mean, Byron, it happens. If you just look, I can show you an example. I mean, we don't have all of them up here, but I mean, it happens, man. Yeah, I mean, how many duel days have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And out of the 9 duel days, Patrick has finished top 4, 7 out of the 9. Currently for me, I think 8 out of the 9. And I know the exact year I didn't. It was 2018. No. What year was it? 2019. No, what year was it? No, it was the year Andrea won. Yeah, because I didn't, 2019, 2021 didn't win an event. Because I think I was 5th. I was in 5th this year. Because Andrea won the one-on-one and tag. No, Andrea won the free-for-all and the tag. Byron won the tag. Audie won the one-on-one. But Patrick was in the finals of the one-on-one. I was in the semis. So that's where I didn't come there. So it happens. I mean, this sounds great. I mean, people are going to get cards and all of that. I mean, I get it. Byron, last year you were in 2nd place. And then this year just didn't. Cards weren't moving. Cards were not moving. Also, let's save this. That is updated. Yeah. That's good. 2025 top 4. Congratulations. And it's just gonna keep more and more fun. I mean, Marcus and Lucas, they got their first experience at Duel Day. They're hooked. They're already. The road to next year begins. Marcus already hit me up saying that, so I love that. And again, Byron said from top 2 to 9th is bad. So he's going to get in the lab. It's all about working, getting there. You got Audie potentially coming back. He was going to be here this year, but there was obligations. Nikki, Andrea, who knows what else, new people that come in and all of that. So, yeah, it was a great time. Fantastic time. I'm glad people had fun with that, I actually just had fun doing these rankings. Man, if you look at the top 4 from the first one ever, man, that is a throwback. That's a thing. Yeah, this was a COVID year. Yeah, this was really, really fun. So what happens now? I mean, obviously Duel Days Bitcher Edition is the 2nd August. This is basically the 2nd Saturday of August. You can almost pencil it in. Now you got a whole year prepared. And now you got the World Championships in real life coming out. So, people are going to get cards. People are going to maybe get banned cards. Who knows? But it's all like getting ready towards that specific day. And let's see. Cards are all updated. I got to reshare. Yep, finish that. Tag team, free for all. Because now if we're looking at historic standpoint. So Duel Day Championships now with the co and all that. I have the most right now with 4. And then tied for basically second. Eli with the... And this is just overall. Just even co and just overall. Like I have 4. Eli and Patrick are tied for second with 2. And then Spencer with his 1. Cedric and Andrew. Free-for-alls. I still have the most with 3. Cedric winning his second has now tied Byron for second most. Because now Cedric and Byron both have 2. Andrea has 1. Mitchell has 1. Tag teams. I mean, Patrick still has the record by pretty far margin. Still has 5. Spencer now has 2. Audie and Eli both apiece have 2. Byron has 1. Andrea has 1. Cedric has 1. Mitchell has 1. I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 now. So yeah, Patrick's still far and away in that one. One-on-ones. That was 3rd. We actually just broke a 4-way tie. Actually, because the one-on-ones, they were either won by 4 people. And the times that we've done that, because I won the first one, Eli won 2 in a row, then Audie won 2 in a row, Patrick won 2022, I won in 23, Patrick won in 24, and then me and Spencer in 25. So that gives me 1, 2, 3. Patrick has 2. Audie, the Shaw brothers, apiece have 2. And Spencer, first person outside of those 4 people getting in there. So if you just even look at the current, since 2022, it's either been myself or Patrick winning the one-on-one. Patrick, myself, and then Spencer in this one. But yeah, that's where it's been since 2022 now, which is kind of crazy just looking at that once the Twins didn't stop winning those. And then we already went through the top 4 finishes. So again, if you want to watch the craziness of Duel Day, make sure you just go on the YouTube, check that out. For people who, could have had could have been the first three-way tie for singles. Because again, Spencer was not playing another one. I fully get that, and people were fine with that. Yeah, could have. But hey, just won't. That will not be the case next year. And now Lucas and Marcus know what it's really like out here, because again, it is overwhelming seeing all that stuff, and they're going to get better. They're going to get trained up. So that's going to awesome stuff. Nikki as well. Hopefully Andrew can get here. And other people maybe learn how to play by next year. And yeah, it's going to be fun. But we'll see. I can tell you right now, the people who won events, the top 4 will be different next year. The events winners will be different. I don't think anyone has. What's the last person to go? The only person of recent going back-to-back in events, like the last back-to-back free-for-all was me in 2019 and 2020. Patrick had a 1-2. He had a 3-peat in tags, and then one-on-ones, back-to-back, every other. So it changes. So it changes. But again, thank you everyone for watching Duel Day. Thank you for everyone participating. It was so much fun. More recap stuff coming soon. Yeah, they stopped your 4-peat, man. They stopped your 4-peat. More recap stuff coming soon. Make sure you tune into the channel for more duels. We may be doing some more cool stuff in the future. Maybe recording more of our real life duels or locals, things of that nature, training sessions, and obviously playing on Nexus. With that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in the L7C. If you missed this stream, this video will be up on YouTube. So thank you everyone. Signing out.